They told you to look at them, look at their success, look at their money, look at their followers, look at their life. And somewhere along the way, you stopped looking at yourself. You started measuring your worth by somebody else's timeline, somebody else's blessings, somebody else's victory. That comparison, it's killing your confidence, it's poisoning your purpose, it's making you forget who you are. Listen to me carefully. You were not born to be a copy. You were not created to chase another man's destiny. You have your own assignment, your own road, your own time, and the moment you stop comparing is the moment you finally become free. There are people smiling in public and crying in private, people driving luxury cars with empty souls, people posting success while battling depression every night. So stop worshiping appearances. Stop believing every highlight reel you see. Your journey is real. Your pain is real. Your process is real. And real growth takes time. You spend so much time wondering why your life does not look like somebody else's life. You look around and see people your age already succeeding, already building businesses, already buying homes, already becoming everything you thought you were supposed to become by now. And slowly, quietly, without even realizing it, you begin to feel like you are losing. You begin to feel like time is against you. You begin to believe that because somebody else reached a destination before you, your journey somehow means less. But let me ask you something. Who created this timeline you keep worshiping? Who decided that success must happen at a certain age? Who told you that if you are not rich by 30, married by 35, successful for everybody else, then somehow you have failed? Most of the pressure you carry was handed to you by people who were just as lost as you are. Society creates these invisible deadlines, and people spend their whole lives suffocating under expectations that were never meant for them. Life is not a racetrack. Life is not one straight line where everybody moves at the same speed. Life is different for every person breathing on this earth. Some people are born into opportunity while others must fight for every inch. Some people begin life with support, guidance, and resources. Others begin life surrounded by pain, confusion, poverty, rejection, and fear. You cannot compare two different journeys and expect them to move the same way. That is not wisdom. That is self-destruction. A seed planted in winter does not grow the same way as a seed planted in spring. Yet both can become strong trees. One simply needed more time. And maybe that is your story right now. Maybe you are not failing. Maybe you are developing underground where nobody can see you yet. People only celebrate what is visible. They celebrate the trophy, but they ignore the years of discipline. They celebrate the victory, but they ignore the sleepless nights, the heartbreaks, the sacrifices, the moments of doubt. You are comparing your private struggle to somebody else's public reward. That comparison will always make you feel small. Stop doing that to yourself. There are people who became successful early and still ended up empty. There are people who achieved fame and money yet lost their peace, their purpose, and their identity. And there are others who struggled for years before finally stepping into the life they were meant to live. Timing alone does not define greatness. Character does. Endurance does. Faith does. Some of the strongest people in this world were built slowly, very slowly, because strength takes time, wisdom takes time, healing takes time, purpose takes time. You cannot rush the process of becoming who you were created to be. Every difficult season in your life is shaping something inside of you that success alone could never teach. The rejection taught you resilience. The loneliness taught you independence. The struggle taught you gratitude. The failures taught you humility. And one day you will realize that the delays you hated were actually preparing you for responsibilities you were not ready to carry before. You keep looking at people who are ahead of you financially, professionally, socially, and emotionally, but you do not know what battles they are fighting internally. You do not know the pressure they carry when nobody is watching. Social media has trained people to compare realities with illusions. Everybody posts their victories. Very few people show their suffering. So you sit there believing everybody else is winning while you are the only one struggling. That is not true. Every human being is fighting something. Some battles are just invisible. And let me tell you something powerful. Your value does not decrease because your journey takes longer. A diamond buried underground for years is still valuable even before anybody discovers it. Your worth is not connected to how quickly things happen for you. Your worth comes from who you are becoming through the process. Stop insulting your journey just because it does not look like somebody else's. You were never created to imitate another person's destiny. You were created with a specific purpose, a specific calling, and a specific path. And your path requires experiences that somebody else's path does not. That means your process will naturally look different. Some people need quick lessons, others need deep transformation. Some people are given speed, others are given endurance. But both matter. A mountain climber does not hate himself because another climber reached the top first. He understands that every climb is different. Different weather, different obstacles, different conditions, different strength levels. Life works the same way. You are carrying burdens that many people around you could never survive, yet you are still standing. That alone is proof of strength. Do not let comparison blind you to your progress. Look at how far you have already come. There were moments you thought would destroy you completely, but somehow you survived them. There were nights you cried in silence and mornings you still got up and kept going. There were seasons where nobody believed in you, yet you continued fighting for your future. That matters. That growth matters. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes growth looks like surviving another difficult day. Sometimes growth looks like controlling your anger when you used to explode. Sometimes growth looks like continuing to believe when life gives you every reason to quit. Sometimes growth looks like healing quietly while the world sees nothing changing on the outside. But inside, everything is changing. You are becoming stronger. You are becoming wiser. You are becoming more disciplined. And one day, the same people who overlooked your slow progress will suddenly notice your strength. They will call you lucky without understanding the years of pain that built you. They will admire the success without understanding the struggle behind it. But you will know. You will know every lesson, every sacrifice, every lonely season, every prayer, every moment you almost gave up but chose to continue. That is why you must stop comparing yourself to other people. Comparison steals joy from your present and confidence from your future. It distracts you from the assignment God gave you personally. You cannot fully become yourself while constantly trying to measure up to someone else. Run your race, walk your path, trust your timing, and understand this clearly. Being slower does not mean being weaker. Taking longer does not mean you are failing. Some stories simply require more preparation before the breakthrough arrives. Your season is coming. But first, your roots must grow deep enough to carry the weight of the blessings you are praying for. The fastest way to destroy your peace is to keep watching everybody else instead of building yourself. That is the trap so many people are living in today. Every morning begins with comparison. Every night ends with comparison. People wake up and immediately start scrolling through somebody else's life, somebody else's vacation, somebody else's relationship, somebody else's success story. And little by little, without realizing it, they begin to feel smaller inside. That is how insecurity is born. Not because you truly lack value, but because you spend too much time measuring your life against people you were never supposed to compete with in the first place. You look at somebody's body and suddenly hate your own reflection. You look at somebody's bank account and suddenly feel like your hard work means nothing. You look at somebody's relationship and begin questioning whether you are lovable. You look at another person's achievements and convince yourself that you are falling behind in life. Comparison steals gratitude. Comparison steals confidence. Comparison steals peace. And the dangerous part is that it happens slowly. At first it seems harmless. You tell yourself you are only observing, only looking, only checking what everybody else is doing. But over time, those images and opinions begin shaping the way you see yourself. You stop appreciating your progress because somebody else appears further ahead. You stop celebrating your growth because somebody else seems more successful. You stop believing in your future because somebody else reached a milestone before you. Now listen carefully. Most people are only showing you what they want you to see. The world has become a stage where everybody performs happiness while hiding pain backstage. People post smiles while battling depression. People show wealth while drowning in debt. People display relationships while secretly feeling lonely and disconnected. You are comparing your real life to somebody else's carefully edited highlight reel. That comparison is unfair to your spirit. You do not know what somebody sacrificed to get where they are. You do not know the pressure they carry every day. You do not know the emptiness they feel when nobody is around. Yet you sit there questioning your own worth because of what you see on a screen for a few seconds. Stop doing that to yourself. You were not created to live in constant competition with the world. You were created with unique gifts, unique purpose, and unique identity. There is something inside you that nobody else on this planet can duplicate. But comparison blinds you to your own power. It distracts you from your calling. It keeps your eyes so focused on other people that you never fully develop yourself. And that is the tragedy. So many talented people die emotionally because they spend their lives trying to become copies instead of becoming themselves. You start changing your personality to fit in. You start talking like others, dressing like others, chasing goals you never truly wanted, all because you are afraid of being left behind. But real confidence is born when you stop asking the world for permission to be yourself. Hear this deeply. What God placed inside of you does not need validation from people. Your purpose does not become less important because somebody failed to recognize it. Your talent does not lose value because others overlooked it. A lion does not need approval from sheep to know it carries power. And you do not need constant applause to know your life has meaning. Some of the strongest individuals in history walked alone for years before the world understood their greatness. They were doubted, ignored, rejected, misunderstood, but they kept moving forward because they believed in something bigger than public opinion. That is the mindset you must develop, because if your confidence depends on praise, it will collapse every time criticism appears. If your identity depends on attention, you will become a prisoner to other people's opinions. And if your peace depends on being ahead of everybody else, you will spend your whole life exhausted. True confidence is quiet. It is the ability to keep believing in yourself even when nobody is clapping for you. It is waking up every day committed to your growth, instead of obsessed with everybody else's progress. It is understanding that another person's success does not reduce your potential. Somebody else winning does not mean you are losing. Ride that again. Somebody else shining does not make your light less valuable. There is enough room in this world for multiple people to succeed. But insecure people think life is a limited table where only a few can eat. So they compare constantly, they compete constantly, they envy constantly. And because of that, they never experience real peace. You cannot grow while secretly resenting everybody around you. Instead of comparing, learn. Instead of envying, improve. Instead of doubting yourself, discipline yourself. Every minute spent obsessing over somebody else could be spent building your own future. And let me tell you something powerful about insecurity. Insecurity will make you abandon your own path. It will make you chase things that were never meant for you. It will make you feel ashamed of your pace, ashamed of your beginning, ashamed of your current season. But growth takes time, confidence takes time, mastery takes time. The strongest foundations are not built overnight. You do not need to rush your becoming. There are seasons in life where your assignment is simply to grow privately, to improve quietly, to heal silently, to strengthen yourself when nobody notices. Those seasons matter, because people who build themselves in silence often walk in strength later. Stop needing everybody to understand your journey. Stop needing everybody to approve your dreams. Stop looking sideways every 5 seconds to see who is ahead. Focus forward, focus on your discipline. Focus on your healing, focus on your purpose. Focus on becoming a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. Because the truth is this: insecurity disappears when purpose becomes bigger than comparison. The moment you become deeply committed to your own growth, you stop wasting energy trying to measure your worth against everybody else. You realize your life is not meant to be a copy, it is meant to be a calling. And the people who truly change the world are not the ones who spent their lives chasing validation. They are the ones who had the courage to believe in themselves before the world believed in them. So stop shrinking yourself because of what you see around you. Stop doubting your future because somebody else moved faster. Your journey is your journey. Your timing is your timing. And what is meant for you cannot be stolen by another person's success. Walk your path with confidence, even if you walk it alone for a while. Envy is loud. Discipline is quiet. Envy complains about what other people have. Discipline wakes up early and goes to work. Envy stares at another person's success and asks, "Why not me?" Discipline looks in the mirror and asks, "What must I improve?" That is the difference between people who dream about greatness and people who actually become great. Everybody wants the reward. Everybody wants the spotlight. Everybody wants the applause, the money, the recognition, the respect. But very few people are willing to carry the burden that comes before those things arrive. Very few people are willing to suffer for the future they keep praying for. People admire success from a distance, but they rarely understand the pain behind it. They see the finished product, but never the construction process. They see the champion lifting the trophy, but never the years of training when nobody was watching. They see the successful business, but never the nights of fear, stress, sacrifice, and uncertainty. They see confidence, but never the years of self-doubt that person had to overcome. Everybody wants the glory, but few are willing to endure the grind. That is why envy is dangerous, because envy focuses only on outcomes while ignoring the cost. You look at someone living a powerful life and feel jealous, but you do not know what they survived to get there. You do not know how many times they failed. You do not know how many people betrayed them, doubted them, laughed at them, abandoned them, or underestimated them. You do not know how many lonely nights they spent questioning whether they should continue. Success costs something, always. Sometimes it costs comfort. Sometimes it costs sleep. Sometimes it costs relationships. Sometimes it costs pride. Sometimes it costs years of being misunderstood. Greatness requires sacrifice, and sacrifice is something lazy people do not want to hear about anymore. This generation loves quick results. People want success overnight. They want muscles without discipline, wealth without hard work, wisdom without struggle, faith without patience. Everybody wants the crown, but nobody wants the process that creates the king. But life does not work that way. The things that truly matter are built slowly. A strong body is built one workout at a time. A strong mind is built one difficult lesson at a time. A strong future is built one disciplined decision at a time. Day by day, choice by choice, habit by habit. That is why discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is commitment. Motivation comes and goes depending on how you feel. Discipline continues even when you are tired, discouraged, frustrated, or afraid. And let me tell you something powerful. Your future will not be built on feelings. It will be built on habits. The problem with envy is that it keeps you distracted. You spend so much time watching other people win that you forget to work on yourself. Hours disappear while you compare your life to people online. Meanwhile, your own gifts remain undeveloped. Your own dreams remain untouched. Your own potential remains buried under excuses. Stop wasting energy being jealous of another person's blessings. Build your own. Wake up earlier if you must. Study harder if you must. Train harder if you must. Pray deeper if you must. But stop sitting still while complaining about people who are moving forward. The world does not reward envy. It rewards effort. It rewards consistency. It rewards discipline. And understand this clearly, discipline is not glamorous. Most days it feels boring. Most days it feels repetitive. Most days nobody notices your effort. But that is exactly why it works. The people who become extraordinary are usually the ones willing to master ordinary routines repeatedly. They show up when they do not feel like it. They stay committed when progress feels slow. They continue even when nobody encourages them. That is real strength. Anybody can work hard for one day. Anybody can stay motivated for 1 week. But greatness belongs to people who remain consistent for years, not days, not weeks, years. And during those years, there will be moments when you feel invisible. Moments when others seem to move ahead faster than you. Moments when your hard work appears unnoticed. But do not allow temporary frustration to destroy long-term purpose. Seeds grow underground before anybody sees evidence on the surface. Your growth may be invisible right now, but that does not mean it is not happening. Every disciplined choice is shaping your future. Every time you refuse to quit, you become stronger. Every time you keep going despite fear, you build resilience. Every time you choose commitment over excuses, you separate yourself from average thinking, because average people talk, committed people work, average people envy success, disciplined people create success. There is a reason disciplined individuals often appear calm. They are not obsessed with proving themselves every second. They are too busy building, too busy improving, too busy becoming stronger. While others waste time comparing, disciplined people stay focused on the mission. That is where peace comes from. When you know you are putting in the work, you stop needing constant validation. You stop obsessing over what everybody else is doing. You stop feeling threatened by another person's achievements, because you understand your own process. Discipline gives you confidence because discipline creates evidence. Every workout completed becomes evidence. Every skill improved becomes evidence. Every prayer answered through perseverance becomes evidence. You begin trusting yourself because you know you are no longer depending on luck. You are depending on effort. And effort changes people. You may not notice transformation immediately. That is another reason many people quit too early. They expect dramatic results after a few days of work. But real transformation happens gradually, quietly, slowly. One disciplined day seems small, but repeated over months, over years, it changes everything. A person who reads 10 pages daily gains knowledge others never build. A person who trains daily develops strength others never achieve. A person who prays daily develops faith others cannot understand. Small actions repeated consistently create powerful lives. That is how greatness is built. Not through jealousy, not through complaining, not through comparing yourself to everybody around you, through commitment, through sacrifice, through discipline when nobody is watching. And there will come a day when people look at your life and admire your success. They will see your confidence, your strength, your peace, your achievements. Some will call you lucky. Some will think everything came easily to you, but they will not see the mornings you forced yourself out of bed when you wanted to quit. They will not see the tears, the loneliness, the self-doubt, the pressure, the sacrifices. They will only see the result. And that is why you must stop envying people and start respecting the process. Because every meaningful success story is written with discipline, every single one. So stay committed to your growth, even when progress feels slow. Stay loyal to your purpose, even when distractions surround you. Stay disciplined when emotions try to pull you away from your calling. Because in the end, envy changes nothing, but discipline changes everything. Some of you are carrying pain so deep that nobody around you truly understands it. You smile in public while silently fighting battles inside your mind. You keep moving forward because life demands it. But deep down there is disappointment, frustration, and exhaustion living inside your spirit. You had plans for your life, you had dreams. You believed certain doors would open. You trusted certain people would stay. You thought by now things would finally make sense. But life did not happen the way you imagined. Instead of peace, you faced pressure. Instead of answers, you faced confusion. Instead of victory, you faced loss after loss after loss. And if you are honest, part of you feels angry about it. Angry because you tried to do the right thing and still suffered. Angry because you prayed and still cried yourself to sleep. Angry because you stayed loyal while others betrayed you. Angry because you watched people around you move ahead while you struggled just to survive another day. There are people listening to these words right now who are tired, not physically tired, soul tired, emotionally tired, mentally tired, the kind of tired that sleep cannot fix. You worked hard and still lost opportunities. You loved people and still got abandoned. You gave your best and still felt unseen. And sometimes you wonder, what was the point of all this pain? But hear me carefully, just because life hurts does not mean life is meaningless. Some pain enters your life to destroy you, but some pain enters your life to develop you. And the hardest thing about growth is that while it is happening, it often feels like punishment instead of preparation. You think you are falling apart, but in reality, something stronger is being built inside you. Pressure creates strength. There is a reason diamonds are formed under pressure. There is a reason muscles grow through resistance. There is a reason storms create stronger trees. Anything powerful must survive difficult conditions first. And maybe that is what this season is doing for you right now. Maybe life is forcing you to become stronger than your comfort zone ever allowed you to become. Maybe the delay is teaching you patience. Maybe the heartbreak is teaching you discernment. Maybe the loneliness is teaching you how to stand on your own. Maybe the struggle is teaching you humility, discipline, resilience, and faith. Because there are lessons that only dark seasons can teach. Successes teaches celebration, but suffering teaches depth. Anybody can smile when life is easy. Anybody can have faith when prayers are answered immediately. But true character is revealed when everything goes wrong and you still choose not to quit. That is strength. Real strength is not pretending you never hurt. Real strength is continuing despite the hurt. And let me tell you something important about pain. Pain changes the way you see life. Before suffering, people often chase shallow things: attention, approval, ego, competition. But pain has a way of stripping away illusions. It forces you to see what truly matters. Loss creates perspective. When you lose people, you begin appreciating real relationships. When you lose opportunities, you begin valuing time differently. When life humbles you, you stop taking simple blessings for granted. Pain opens your eyes in ways comfort never could. Some of the wisest people you will ever meet are people who suffered deeply, not because suffering itself is beautiful, but because surviving suffering changes a person. It softens the heart, it deepens compassion, it builds emotional endurance, it teaches empathy. A person who has survived darkness knows how to guide others through it. That is why your pain has purpose. One day, the very thing that almost destroyed you will become the reason somebody else survives. Your story will help another broken person keep going. Your scars will remind somebody else that healing is possible. Your survival will become proof that difficult seasons do not last forever. But first, you must stop viewing your suffering as wasted time. Nothing you survived was meaningless. Every disappointment taught you something. Every setback strengthened something. Every lonely season revealed something. Even the moments you cried in silence were shaping your character in ways you could not yet understand. People often ask why pain exists, but sometimes pain becomes the birthplace of purpose. Some people discover their mission only after surviving hardship. Some people become healers because they experience brokenness. Some become leaders because they understand struggle. Some become stronger because life gave them no other choice. And maybe that is your story. Maybe you are not being buried. Maybe you are being planted, because planted seeds look buried before they grow. Right now you may feel hidden, forgotten, delayed, or overwhelmed. But growth often happens underground first. The roots must grow deep before the tree becomes visible. Your current season may not make sense today, but one day you will look back and realize that the hardest moments of your life were building the strongest parts of you. Do not waste your suffering by becoming bitter. Use it to become wiser. Use it to become stronger. Use it to become more compassionate toward others. Pain can either harden your heart or deepen your soul. The choice belongs to you. And let me say this clearly. Your scars are not proof of weakness. They are proof you survived. A scar means the wound closed. A scar means healing happened. A scar means something tried to break you, but you kept going anyway. Stop being ashamed of what you survived. Stop hiding the battles that shaped you. There is dignity in endurance. Some people gave up when life became difficult, but you are still here. Some people collapsed under pressure, but you are still standing. Even if your voice shakes, Even if your heart feels tired, even if your faith feels weak some days, you are still here, and that matters more than you realize. There will come a day when your pain makes sense, a day when the lessons become clear, a day when you finally understand why certain doors closed, why certain people left, why certain seasons hurt so much. And on that day, you will realize life was not destroying you. It was preparing you for a deeper purpose, preparing you for greater strength, preparing you to become the kind of person who can survive storms without losing their soul. So do not curse the difficult season too quickly. Some chapters feel painful while they are happening, but later become the very chapters that changed your life forever. Hold on, keep growing, keep believing, because your current pain is not the end of your story. It is part of the process that is shaping the person you are becoming. The world does not need another copy. It already has enough people pretending to be somebody else, enough people hiding behind masks, enough people chasing approval so desperately that they forget who they truly are. Every day people change themselves just to fit into rooms they were never meant to belong in. They silence their real voice. They bury their uniqueness. They abandon their identity because they are afraid the world will reject the truth of who they are. But let me tell you something powerful. The greatest thing you can become in this life is yourself. Not a duplicate, not an imitation, not a shadow of another person's success. Your real power begins the moment you stop trying to become somebody else and start becoming who you were created to be. Because there is something special about authenticity. People can feel it. Realness carries energy. Confidence carries energy. Peace carries energy. And the people who leave the deepest impact on this world are usually not the ones trying to fit in. They are the ones brave enough to stand apart. But becoming yourself takes courage, real courage, because the world rewards conformity. It pressures people to think the same, dress the same, chase the same goals, and live the same kind of life. If you are different, people question you. If you move differently, they criticize you. If you follow the crowd, they misunderstand you. That is why so many people betray themselves. Not because they are weak, but because they are afraid of standing alone. They would rather be accepted for being fake than rejected for being real. But there is no peace in pretending. You can gain attention while losing yourself. You can impress people while secretly feeling empty inside. You can spend years building an image while your soul slowly breaks underneath it. That is why authenticity matters so much. Because the moment you become comfortable with who you are, you stop needing constant validation from the world. And that kind of freedom changes everything. There is power in self-respect, power in looking at yourself honestly, and still believing you are worthy. Power in refusing to lower your standards just to be accepted. Power in walking away from environments that force you to become less than who you are meant to be. Self-respect means understanding your value even when others fail to recognize it. It means refusing to compare your journey to everybody around you. It means understanding that your worth is not determined by followers, money, status, appearance, or public approval. Your worth was established long before people formed opinions about you. The problem is that many people spend their entire lives searching outside themselves for something they must first build within themselves. They chase approval because they do not yet trust their own voice. They chase attention because they do not yet understand their own value. They compare themselves constantly because they do not yet appreciate their own path. But confidence is born when comparison dies. The moment you stop measuring your life against everybody else is the moment you finally begin to grow in peace. You stop feeling threatened by another person's success. You stop shrinking yourself every time somebody else shines. You stop questioning your purpose every time another person moves ahead faster than you. Instead, you learn to trust your own timing. And that is difficult sometimes, because life will test your patience. There will be moments when it feels like everybody around you is progressing, while you remain stuck in the same place. Moments when your hard work seems unnoticed. Moments when your prayers feel unanswered. Moments when doubt whispers that maybe you are not enough. But do not allow temporary delays to make you abandon your identity. A flower does not panic because another flower blooms first. It understands that every season arrives at the right time, and your season will arrive too. You do not need to force what is meant for you. You do not need to destroy yourself chasing validation. You do not need to become fake just to fit into somebody else's expectations. Walk your path, trust your process, protect your peace. And understand this deeply. Protecting your peace is not weakness, it is wisdom. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every person deserves access to your spirit. Some people will try to project their insecurity onto you. Some will criticize your growth because your discipline reminds them of their excuses. Some will doubt your dreams because they abandoned their own long ago. Do not let small-minded people define your future. Stay focused, stay grounded. Stay true to yourself even when the world pressures you to become something else. And learn how to celebrate other people without doubting your own destiny. That is maturity. Clap for others genuinely. Support people genuinely. Be inspired by greatness instead of intimidated by it. Another person's success does not cancel your future. Somebody else winning does not mean you are losing. Life is not a limited table where only a few people are allowed to eat. There is room for your blessing too. There is room for your breakthrough too. There is room for your purpose too. The problem is that insecure people think they must become jealous every time someone else succeeds. But secure people understand something powerful. What belongs to you will not miss you. Ride that slowly in your spirit. What belongs to you will not miss you. The opportunities meant for you, the people meant for you, the purpose meant for you, the doors meant for you. They may take time to arrive, but they cannot be stolen by another person's success. That is why you must stop living in fear and comparison. Fear will make you desperate, comparison will make you bitter, but purpose will keep you grounded, and one day your moment will come, not because you copied another person's lifestyle, not because you chased trends, not because you became somebody you were never meant to be. Your moment will come because you stayed faithful to your journey, even when it was difficult. Because you kept growing quietly while others were seeking attention. Because you chose discipline over distraction. Because you chose authenticity over approval. And when that moment finally arrives, the success will feel different, because it will belong to the real you, not the fake version created for acceptance. The real you, the healed you, the disciplined you, the fearless you. The version of yourself that survived pain without losing purpose. The version that kept believing during dark seasons. The version that continued walking even when nobody understood the vision inside your heart. That is the person you are meant to become. So stop apologizing for being different. Stop shrinking yourself to make insecure people comfortable. Stop comparing your beginning to somebody else's middle. You were never created to live someone else's life. You were created to become fully, boldly, unapologetically yourself. And there is nothing more powerful than a person who finally embraces that truth.